Hey everyone, Amber here with A Meeple Family, and I'm so glad you're back for part 2 of my cozy solo board game series. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it helps so much as a content creator, and you'll get the cozy board game content sent right to your feed if you hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you'll just have to look for it. If you love solo board gaming, welcome, and flexible play spaces, and games that make you feel good, then you're in the right place. Because we're gonna talk about some board games that you can play on your coffee table. So if you missed my first video, I'm doing a series, because I love series. And my first one was all about things that you could play on your side table or end table. Today, we're talking about coffee table. Next week, we'll be talking about dining room table. So, a lot of versatility here in the games I play. So for me, having versatility in where and how I play is really important to me. So if you guys missed it, I'm a mom, I homeschool, life is just busy. I like to make my board games fit into my life, and sometimes that means I can't always just like play in one spot. I need things that kind of fit into my day. So that's kind of what this series was birthed from, is just how much I move around and play board games throughout my house, different areas of my house, and a lot of times that's just hanging out with my family in the living room, either pulling up a side table or playing on my coffee table, and then sometimes I do get the luxury to sit at my dining room table and play some board games. So like I said, this specific video is all about coffee table board games. Now, I do have kind of a large coffee table, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a big square one that I got from IKEA. If it becomes an issue, I will put in the length and height and everything of it. But these are games that I truly do play on my coffee table, which is where I game a lot. For my first recommendation, I have, this is like the longest name ever, the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings trick-taking game. This is one I am semi-obsessed with. I love this game, and I just want to say thank you to the publishers for making a solo mode. You didn't have to do that. It was above and beyond, and I really appreciate it because this game has brought me so much joy. Thank you. Who doesn't love Lord of the Rings, first of all? The artwork, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I love getting this one out. This one you play through campaigns. Every time you are playing, you basically have 4 characters in play, and you can see X amount of cards. I think it's typically 4 cards for each character's hand. And each character has these objectives you have to fulfill. This is so fun. And you think, oh, I can see everybody's hands. This is gonna be really easy. Well, it's not, because every round they get dealt a new card. So, information's changing. You have to adapt your strategy. It is so fun. And I love the table presence of this on my coffee table when I play it. And this is one, it just doesn't need a lot of space. You just don't need a lot of space to play it. You're really just tracking those 4 columns of cards. And then of course, who's winning tricks and your deck that you're dealing into. It's not bad at all. Definitely check this one out. And I challenge you, try to play it on your coffee table. See how it goes. One of my favorites. All right, next up, I have like a Mary Poppins bag over here. So let me just explain something to you. All of my board games are upstairs. I record down in our basement. So for the side table games and the coffee table games, they're smaller and I was able to carry them down here. I still now have to carry them all back up, which is like depressing. But I'm not gonna be doing this for the dining room table ones, because I was just like, I'm just gonna do these ones. That's fun. And then we'll just do, pictures of the other ones because they're so big. So if you see me rummaging over here, it's because I'm in my little bag pulling out the game. So, super professional here. Okay, I talked about these in my last video, but I do have this game in a travel container, and I have multiple expansions, which is why it's in 2, and this is the game Oh My Goods. I talk about this game all the time. I love it. I love everything about it. It is it's all cards. The whole game is cards, which is like mind-blowing to me. And this is all about it's a little bit of push your luck. The gameplay is really easy, but basically you are gathering resources and then trying to build an engine to make those resources into more valuable items. And again, all with cards, which is just like mind-blowing. If you guys have not had the opportunity to play Oh My Goods, I cannot recommend it enough. So there is, I have this the wrong way. Here's the rules. There is a base game. There's lots of expansions, but there's one in particular called Longsdale in Revolt. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really shiny. Probably not. This one takes you through like a solo campaign. Which is really, really fun. Highly recommend this game. So this is one I also love to get out and play on my coffee table. It's really bright, it's really clean, it's really simple once you understand the different rounds and kind of how to flow through the game. The more you play it, it's one of those ones, the more you play it, the more familiar you get with the strategies. And this is just one, I've never gotten tired of it. I just love this game so much. I'm a huge fan, and that is Oh My Goods. All right, next on my list is Floriferous. I had such a hard time saying this when this game first came out. I have done a playthrough of this, again, way back, eons ago on my channel. So in my first video series where we talked about side table games, I had Herbaceous. Floriferous just has a little bit more going on the table than Herbaceous. So in this one, you actually have to build out kind of a tableau of cards, and you're going to be drafting from those. And I mean, how delightful, like making flower arrangements. Like, yes, this is such a beautiful game. It's fun, it's simple. I love it. I've always loved it. It'll stay in my collection probably forever. I have heard people say, like, typically they'll play Herbaceous and then directly follow it up with Floriferous. This is a really well-designed game. It's so fun, and it's great solo. I really think Pencil First Games, which is the publisher, has done such a great job. I think they were like light years ahead of everyone in really valuing solo players and realizing that people wanted that, and they definitely were trying to fill that niche before I think a lot of publishers were valuing solo players on the market. I really gravitated towards Pencil First Games in the beginning of the hobby when I was getting into it, because it just seemed like they had already had these really great games that were beautiful, that were well made and well designed, and it wasn't an afterthought. They actually took time to make solo modes, and I love that, and I love this game. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Great coffee table game. All right, number 4 on my list, and these are in no particular order. It's just literally number 4 on the list. This is the new version of Patchwork. I'm a huge Uwe Rosenberg fan. I think this was like one of his titles that really kind of took the world by storm. People loved it. It's polyomino, you're placing things, making quilts and stuff, getting buttons. It's just so cute. And I got this 10th anniversary edition because it came with the solo mode, which I do think at one time you could purchase separately, but it was a little bit hard to find. But now you can get the 10th anniversary edition, and it's already in there. So I have played this several times. It is a little bit of a, takes up some space because you got some tiles and you're putting things out. But what I like about this one is you can still play it on a coffee table. I don't know about a side table. That would be a stretch, but definitely a coffee table. And this is such a fun solo experience where if you just have that itch to play a polyomino game, this is perfect. I mean, the solo mode works great. The deck of cards that you go through for the AI bot is perfect. I mean, it is such a classic, iconic game, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection now with the solo mode, and I mean, such a classic. So definitely check out Patchwork if you haven't, and if you can get your hand on the 10th anniversary edition, it comes with the solo mode, which is awesome. Great coffee table game. All right, number 5 on my list, Star Wars, the deck building game. I stinking love this game. It's not a solo game, but there is a solo variant for this game, which I adore. I will try to link it in the description below. I think I can say this. It's one of my favorite ones to play at my coffee table. I have Instagram reels and videos of playing this at my coffee table. I just love it. I love everything about it. I love it on the table. I love playing sometimes as the Rebels, sometimes as the Empire. It's just super fun. I love deck building, so that is also really fun for me. And it's just such an easy, quick game. It really, I think every time I play, it's like under 40 minutes. So it's not like a huge time commitment. Again, it does, it is pretty sprawling because you have this row of cards you're putting out to draft from. You have some of the AI boards that you have to deal with, and you're kind of building your tableau, building the AI's tableau. So there is like some table space, but it's definitely one I have played on my coffee table many, many times. Absolutely love it. Ideally, put a Star Wars movie on in the background or one of the new series on Disney Plus and you're good to go. Great coffee table game. All right, this is a new board game for me, but very, very fun solo only game called Conservas. This is such a beautiful game, so well organized. Definitely a great solo coffee table game. It comes with this book and it basically takes you through the full year. So you start in January and you go all the way to December and there's these different challenges that you have to do. It is so, so great for solo players. Thank you 25th Century Games for creating a game for us that is so well done. Beautiful. So this is put out by Salt and Pepper Games and 25th Century Games. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us such a great solo game. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love the artwork in it. It's so quaint. I love the decision space. I'm not usually a huge fan of bag builders. I say bag weird, bag, I don't know, bag builders. But this one isn't bad. Sometimes I find them, like I love deck builders, but bag builders aren't always my favorite. But this one I love it. It feels way more approachable. Another one I kind of struggled with was coffee roasters. It just had a lot, I don't know, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But anyway, back to this game, absolutely love it. The decision space you have is basically trying to reach these different objectives they set up for you. You have to be mindful about how much you're taking out of the sea. So if you're just like ravaging the sea for all the fish, they're not gonna multiply. And then before you know it, you're out of fish and you know, that's a bummer. I mean, you're not gonna be able to fulfill your objectives that way. So you're balancing how much fishing you're doing. You also have funds you're balancing for like expanding your boat fleet, but also every time you expand your boat fleet, you're not only paying for the boat, then there's maintenance for that boat. It gives you this kind of real world experience. I mean, I feel like I'm learning something. There was like a lot of food for thought here, literally, and maybe a pun as well. So there is a lot going on, a lot to think about. You know, how much fish do you sell at the market versus leave so they can multiply? Love this game, so beautiful. Check it out, great coffee table game. All right, this is one, number 7, I think we're on, that I have had for quite some time, and it's called Walking in Burano. I got all the pieces, I can hear them rattling in there. This is a beautiful game, but it does take up quite a bit of space on your table. But the gameplay is very simplistic and just like beautiful, calm. So you have like objectives that you need to fulfill. There are certain placement rules as you are kind of building up your tableau of cards, which kind of is this beautiful array of colored buildings. It is just a delight to get out, and I love this one. I've had it in my collection for quite some time, and I don't see getting rid of it ever. These are the kind of games I love to sit and puzzle out, and this is the perfect coffee table game. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. It does play up to 4 people, but again, they've included a solo mode, which I just so appreciate. So this is definitely one to check out. All right, we are almost done, guys. Number 8 is an absolute gem of a solo game. It is called Black Sonata, and who doesn't love a nice solo deduction game at the coffee table? In this game, you are tracking the mysterious dark lady across the city. You're using logic, movement patterns, and deduction to uncover who it is. Who is this dark lady? This is compact, but I am telling you, the gameplay is so phenomenal, and the way that you actually put your deck together to solve this is way ahead of its time. I feel like the designer, outstanding work here on this game. This is an incredible solo deduction experience you can play at your coffee table. If you don't have this already, definitely get it, try it, play it. I think you'll love it. All right, number 9 is A Gentle Rain. So believe it or not, this is from the same publisher that brought us Kinfire Delve. And yeah, this game is nothing like Kinfire Delve. This game really doesn't have like a competitive spirit to it. It's all about peacefully putting out tiles and puzzling to get these water lilies to appear in your tableau. This is such a lovely game. It was really, really hard to get a copy a few years ago, but now I think it's pretty like mass produced and you can find it at Target and other places pretty conveniently. This is an absolute chill game. I mean, when I think like coffee table game, this is it. Like this is the kind of game you think of someone puzzling through on their coffee table, super chill, super relaxing. If you guys haven't checked out A Gentle Rain yet, what are you doing? You've got to check this out. All right, the last game I have in here, which unfortunately is also not in a box because I travel with it often, is Village Green. And this is another tableau builder where you have objectives both vertically and horizontally, and you're trying to get those objectives to kind of intersect on that tableau you're building. This is a really crunchy, thinky game with decisions that I love, and it's beautiful. You're building a garden, there's different restrictions on cards you can play in different places. It's just fun, it's beautiful, it's absolutely lovely. It is a great coffee table game. Check it out. Now, we all have friends in our life who enjoy the same hobbies we do. And sometimes that can be to our detriment of like, hey, I didn't know about this game and you showed it to me and now I'm gonna go buy it because I know I'm gonna love it. All right, so for me, that is Traveling with Todd, which I will put his Instagram handle down here. He's always taking these awesome pictures of games or like upgraded bits. And I'm like, man, Todd, you're gonna make me keep spending money with all these awesome board game pictures. And then in combination with that is Botany and Boards. So this particular game I hunted down because they were telling me it's kind of hard to find, and I found it on that, I think it's called like Macari, am I saying that right? I don't know. It was like a secondhand, it's not eBay. I think people mainly sell clothes on there, but for some random reason I found this game on there and it's called SOS Titanic. Good old Traveling with Todd posted a picture of it and I'm like, that looks stinking amazing. And then Botany and Board, Bailey, had done a playthrough of it. Watch that, amazing. So I was like, I gotta find this game. And of course they're like, we'll keep an eye out for you. Within 24 hours, I found it on this website and I was like, I'm gonna get it. Cause I knew from watching Bailey's playthrough, I was like, I'm gonna love this game. So in this game, you are basically, it's basically solitaire, but I almost said it's funner. I've been hanging around my kids too much. It's more fun than solitaire. Such a great game, and it's so beautiful. The artwork, the book that you're flipping through, which is kind of morbidly sad because like many a times my Titanic has sunk, which is historically accurate, but I've also lost a lot of people. Also, unfortunately, historically accurate. But the goal of this game is to save as many of them as you can, which is kind of like that solitaire where you're putting, the cards from the main tableau and you're putting like the ace, the 2, the 3, like that's like rescuing the people, that kind of action. I'm probably not explaining this correctly, but it's basically solitaire with a way more fun theme. And there's like some special cards that kind of elevate it from our typical solitaire play. This is one I have loved getting out and it's a great coffee table game. So I wanted to plug that in here, and I do think you can get this. You just gotta hunt around a little bit because I did see it listed some other places as well. Very happy with this game and super happy for my board game friends who, even though I'm spending more money now than ever, I love their recommendations so much, and I always love seeing what they're buying, what they're playing, and it's just so fun. So if you guys don't have some board game friends, I'm sure they're available. So be sure to like and subscribe to their Instagram and their YouTube channel as well. They are phenomenal human beings. All right, and that is it for today's crazy list of 10 games that you can play solo on your coffee table. So whether it's during nap time, watching a movie, just relaxing, and you just want to be maybe sitting on your couch and not a dining room table chair, you can do it. These are my recommendations. If you guys have recommendations for games that you can play on the coffee table, let me know below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. We're actually giving away free subscriptions to the channel. You just hit the button and it's free. Today only. I swear. So my next video in this amazing series that you guys have been glued to, can't wait for the next episode, is going to be games you can play on your dining table. These are like cozier games though, like just chill games still, like we're still in that chill vibe, but we're gonna need a bigger space. We're gonna need a bigger space to play these amazing games that offer that chill vibe. So that's what's coming up next. As always, I know you guys can spend your time doing a lot of things, and it means the world to me that you spent it here with me for a few minutes. I hope I brought some sunshine, bright light, happiness to your day. You guys go out, enjoy your day. Life is precious, absolutely precious, and I am so grateful to have been able to share a few moments today with you. See you guys next week.